Good afternoon. Today we're going to make jam bars with oat crumble toppings. We have all the ingredients laid out here for our jam bars, and then we'll go ahead and post the recipe in the instructions. So first we're going to make the base of the jam bar, and we're going to cook that in the oven. So I have the food processor here out already ready, and so what we do is we're going to go ahead and add our flour. Now I did a mixture of ground wheat. We have our own wheat here, and then we grind it up so it's half ground wheat and half regular white flour. And then here is some sugar. We're gonna add the sugar, and then here is our baking powder. And then we have our salt. So before I cut in the butter, which we have cubed here and ready, it's cold, we're gonna go ahead and mix this up in the food processor. We don't need to mix it up too much, so there we go. And then we're gonna add the butter and let it kind of, it's our way of chopping the butter up in there. We don't wanna blend it, but we do wanna cut the butter into the flour. So we can pulse it like that, instead of just letting it blend. And keep an eye on it, make sure the butter pieces are just getting like cut into the flour, but not blended into the flour. And that's why you want your butter to be cold and not melted or room temperature. That's looking pretty good. It's definitely cut in there. So the next step is to go ahead and mix your almond extract in with your milk. Now you can use whatever milk you want. I used the soy milk just because we have it on hand and it works just fine. Nobody can tell the difference in the taste as far as I've actually experimented on my family, and they have not noticed that it wasn't regular milk. So you go ahead and determine that for yourself. All right, and then you just kind of probably just pulse it in there, kind of wait until it's just moist. And that way we can press this crumble into the bottom of the pan. And it's starting to look pretty good. Let me just double check this. Oh yeah, it's like a sticking together, and it's definitely the right consistency and the right texture. I don't know if you can see from here, but this is what you kind of want it to look like, crumbly. But when you press it, it kind of sticks together. Now we have our 9x13 pan here, and it's all coated with a spray to keep it from sticking. And then also we have our oven preheated to 375 ready for the base of our jam bars here. So I'm just gonna kind of slowly and carefully put this in here, so otherwise it might swish out the side. So we have the base of our jam bars, and this is what it's gonna look like. It doesn't look like much yet, but that butter is going to kind of melt and make a nice base for our jam bars, and it's absolutely delicious. Now that's probably pretty good. I mean, if you're a perfectionist, you could probably spend a little bit more time on it, but this is definitely going to be edible. Okay, so we're gonna move on to making the topping for the jam bars. So once the base gets out of the oven, we're gonna put on the jam and then we're gonna sprinkle the topping on, and then we're gonna stick it back in the oven. So we're gonna add our flour mixture here to the food processor. And then we're going to add our sugar. And it's a mixture of brown sugar and regular sugar. Our oats. And brown sugar, granulated sugar. Yeah, everything goes in. All right. I need a spoon for this one, so we'll go ahead and get that. We could just tap it out of there. Okay. And then we're just gonna mix it up real quick. We don't want to do too much because we got those oats in there. And then we're gonna cut in the butter like we did last time. And pulse it until it's just cut into the mixture here. Looks good, so we'll go ahead and take it out of here, and we're going to move on to the next step of the process, which is putting the jam on and then sprinkling the topping over the top. So our oven is still on at 375, and our crust has went ahead and baked in there for 15 minutes. And so we have a mixture of our jam, and what I did is once I put it in here, I kind of mixed it up so that it broke it up and made it easier to spread over the top. Last time I didn't do that, and it was a little difficult to kind of spread over the top here because the crust can be a little crumbly still. So you just want to drizzle it evenly over the top before you spread it. Okay. Now this is a homemade strawberry jam. You can pick out whatever jam flavor you like the best, and whatever store-bought variety, or if you make some at home, both of those work. And so I need to kind of sprinkle the mixture over the top here. Evenly, because this is going to be a little harder to spread if we don't do it this way. And oh, this is so delicious. It does make a lot, so if you have a big family, that's wonderful. You don't have to make 2 recipes. This is also great for gift ideas or for parties if you want to do like a Christmas party get together and you need to bring a big dessert. This works wonderful. now it's ready to put in the oven.